Could this be it? Could this be the final level of the Let's Play of the Lemmings Have Grown pack? Hello everyone, KYN here, and welcome back to my Let's Play of the Lemmings Have Grown. So, as I mentioned before, there is a possibility that this may be the final video of the Let's Play, but it all depends on how long it would take me to solve the final 3 levels of the pack, which happen to be the final 3 levels of the Marthon rank. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the Let's Play and see how well we do. So, Marthon 24 is like crypte or crypte, yeah, however you say it. But I'm pretty sure it would translate to as the crypt. 10 lemmings, 8 to be saved here. Okay, so another level with a small amount of lemmings. Okay, X is all the way up here. Yeah, and the button's right here. Now that is a long way up though. However, this one seems to be a breeder low too. Although we're allowed to lose up to 2 here. Then again, it may end up surprising me that it will be harder than expected. But let's see how we get along with this though. And where would be an ideal spot that we can start building? Okay, this will reach. Okay, I think I'll probably wait for the next one. Yeah, just like that. Okay, we most certainly will want a basher for that section up there. And no, ideally I would like him to build into the column while turning around. Yeah, so if we can mine. Now the question is, oh, actually, I think we can save him. We can just simply have him climb and then glide. Alright, perfect. Then he's not gonna glide into the trap, is he? No, but he is stuck in this infinite loop, unfortunately. Not what I wanted to see. So, I think instead I'll have to use a builder to turn him around. And can he even glide up here, though? Oh, he cannot. Okay. Well, that's gonna be a problem. So, in that case, I guess we're just gonna have to start building up. Oh, this doesn't even reach. Okay, yeah, this does not quite reach up here. So, maybe, just maybe, I'll have to go a little bit further back. Yeah, as much as I hate to use 3 builders. Ah. And he just barely managed to slip by in time. Yeah, and hopefully just using an extra builder won't become a major problem later. Okay, so it is going to be a problem when if the glider comes back here. He's not able to glide on there. And we will most certainly have to mine down to the crowd here. This is going to end up wasting some more builders. Especially if I used a builder to stop the miner, and then again, I could just simply use a what do you call it? Another miner to cancel him, but it's going to be quite difficult since it's generally a lot harder for a climber to stop a miner. So ultimately, it may be better to just simply use a builder to stop them. Okay, but with this many builders left, I don't think it'll be possible to get up there. Plus, how many builders short are we anyway? And yeah, they're gonna go splat too. Yeah, so that's another problem. So we are short by 2 builders. Okay, so this isn't quite as straightforward as I thought it would be. But we do have 3 miners though. So that might not necessarily be a problem here. Yeah, instead we could just simply substitute a basher for a miner here. So to find the right place to start mining. Actually, let me wait. Yeah, so maybe this is the right place to start mining. Okay, now this will avoid the problem of getting that glider stuck. But even then, yeah, the glider still cannot get up here. However, two regular climbers can. And here, I could just simply stop one of the miners with a bomber instead. I still don't know how well this will work in practice, though. Okay, send him up. I mean, we could certainly try to cancel him with a miner trick, but yeah, it is quite fiddly with climbers. When one of them is a climber. Okay, and then this guy should be stuck in this infinite loop. Or not stuck in this infinite loop, but hopefully when he falls back down, he will still be able to get back up. Okay, now here I am unfortunately 2 builders short. Yeah, so that would be a problem. Unless it's possible to just simply build up this way so that he doesn't quite go over the edge here. Yeah, because this is still survivable. And then my hope is that he will be able to bridge this gap. Oh, he cannot even reach it. Okay, that is a problem though. Yeah, that's a problem. Okay, here he can though. But will he finish the bridge on time? Yeah, I don't think he will. Yep, especially since that happens. However, I could do it the other way though. Ah, and I canceled my replay there. Yeah, instead, I could just simply have him finish the bridge first. Let's go for maximum height here. You are kidding me. No, you are kidding me. You are kidding me. Can't even reach up there. Okay, well, I was just gonna require us trying to save another builder somewhere. Yeah, and then that happens. I mean, I could also see going the other way. Yeah, like building the other way, but even then, I don't think that's gonna help much either. Especially since... Yeah, let's just see something here. But okay, we do have a basher. Maybe that basher would come in handy somewhere. Well, actually, no. Basher's up here. Okay, he's able to connect up here, though. So yeah, this is more than I get. So no, I think it just happens to be where I started building. Now, my hope is that he can mine these guys out. Yes, perfect. Well, him keep on going. Okay, then I also need to give him a glider so that he survives that. Oh, right. I use an extra builder there. No. So we will have to save a builder somehow. So it's not exactly as straightforward as I thought it'd be. However, there's this idea of bombing into this pillar here. It's another thought. So maybe we can do that instead. The only problem by doing this, though, is that I lose a climber. Plus, this might not even solve our problem either, because now I see that we unfortunately have to use 2 builders, but that's only if we build from very far. Okay, and now here I blocked them from being able to step in there. Maybe if I bomb a little lower, like this, maybe that would do. Yes, fortunately it still connects with the wall. So this might end up being the key here, but my hope is that we just don't run out of builders. Because, yeah, now that I've lost the climber, yeah, I will have to stop him with a builder, the miner with a builder. I just hope it doesn't end up being too costly. Then again, we could probably use the same trick here with bombing. Yeah, to get slightly higher. I just hope that he doesn't even hit his head. So maybe that's what the other bomber's for. Okay. Does he even get low in? Yeah, because again, we are allowed to lose up to 2 here. So maybe that will end up being the key, but let's see though. Alright, and then let's go ahead and have the climber get up here. Oh, it's not that much of an increase in the height. Okay, and then hopefully, just hopefully, we'll get high enough so that we can start bashing. Yeah, fingers crossed. I think that's high enough. Ah, no, it's not. Yeah, I don't think this is high enough either. Yeah, and it's not. Okay. However, this does give me an idea, though. Okay, this does connect, but, yeah, he still isn't high enough, though. Oh, and plus he can't even start bashing. Okay, so, no, this isn't going to be as easy as I thought. And even when we start building up here, I don't think he'll be able to glide across. Yeah, I don't think he'll be able to. I mean, we could certainly try, but I don't think he'll get high enough. Oh, and plus I use a basher here, and yeah, we need a basher for the end anyway. Okay, well, we get to this button. Yeah. And then right here, he is too low to start building. But once we bomb into here, yeah, then he's high enough. Oh, well, wait a minute. Wait a minute, didn't I have this before? And I think this is too high, actually. Yeah. Yeah, this should be fine. Yeah, so same thing as before. Yeah, I think I'm also being a dummy here. I just realized something. Okay, so we're gonna build, and then make sure you can build to connect to the wall there, though. Yeah, like this, and then send the climber up, and then bomb him. Yeah, just like I did down there. There, now we're high enough to bash. Yeah, I was a dummy. I could have solved this by a few minutes earlier. But, well, these things happen. Nice level, though. Certainly harder than it looks. Alrighty, Marthon 25. Yeah, searching something about the dead again. We have one lemming, and we need to say 2. Okay, fortunately no zombies here. So that other one, the repeat, that was probably the final zombie level in the pack. Oh, only builders at the start. Okay. Okay. And then everything else will just be one of each. Okay. So one of everything except builders where we have 50. And then the final level should just be that 12th iteration of the level that's been found twice in every rank. So really, this is really the last, like, worker heavy level. Okay. Well, obviously, since we only have builders at the start, we obviously need to build over the water gap. He moves along, gets the climber pickup. We need to climb and get the walker pickup. Okay, and then... Oh, actually, we don't want to block him, I don't think. Yeah. I think we want to make sure that he is able to climb back out later. Okay, and then we have to move along. Actually... Do we want to get up there? No, we don't, because... Well... If we do get up there, then the only way is to go this way. And then we'll end up on the other side over here. And then get over here, and then over here. And then we end up over here. Okay, and then it seems that this will be very precise to get the swimmer pickup. Yeah, but we don't need it because otherwise we cannot get to this button. Yeah, and we also need the basher pickup. So no, instead of closing off this gap here, we will need to leave an opening. So, let's see which way is the way we... Oh yeah, so it looks like we want to get up here first. Okay, and then we get up here. Yeah, he's gonna climb up. He should survive. Yep. And then he gets here. Okay, use one builder here. He collects the basher pickup. Oh, but by doing it this way, yeah, then we don't have any way to get back down. Okay, so that would be a problem here. Yes, and especially since I sealed off the way for him to get back down. Well, let's do it here. Yeah, we will want to bash down here to get to the button. So, we'll have to get the basher pickup without anything getting in the way. And yeah, okay, so this is where we should get the swimmer pickup, so that he can still get out this way. So, let me go ahead and stop the bridge here and then just build over the trap here. It is a trap, right? Yeah, of course it is. Okay, and then we're gonna have to build over this acid pit, of course. Okay, and then I'm gonna build here so that he turns around. He's gonna climb over. Alrighty, and then build to turn him around so that he gets the glider pickup. Alrighty, this is gonna be a little tricky. This should be right. Yeah, there we go. Alright, now we just need to get back out. Okay, and then since we use the glider, we cannot use the floater, as Lemmings cannot be a floater and a glider at the same time. So therefore, the floater is completely useless here. Oh, wait a minute. What am I doing? I'm an idiot. Just make him a swimmer. Alright, I'm gonna be able to turn him around. Those are fire traps, right? Or is that terrain? No, it's terrain. Okay. And okay, so yeah, and we definitely need a cloner because we need to save 2. Okay, I think we can go for the cloner pickup at this time. Okay, get the cloner, pick up, and then where is he gonna end up? In the water, but that's okay because he's a swimmer. Okay, and then he ends up going back to the left. Yeah, which is what we want. And just make sure here. Oh, yes, okay. Yeah, there's really no need for the cloner, just other than to meet the save requirement. Alrighty. Luckily he's going the right way. Oh, that's a fire trap. Okay, so it is not a water pond. Okay. No. So it doesn't make the does not make the floater pickup useless after all. So it means that we will need to get the cloner pickup first. Okay, so see, there's another thing that I logically incorrectly deduced. Thought the floater was useless, but no, it's not. So the cloner isn't just used to meet the save requirement. Instead, it is to help you get around having to use a glider for certain parts. So like here, you have to use a glider to get the swimmer pickup. But here, you have to use a floater in order to get to this area here. As a matter of fact, I think you can even split it up as well. So here, once you get the cloner, yeah, then clone. Okay, and then this is going to involve some delaying the other guy. Maybe that's what the walker's for, but so we have plenty of builders though, so I think I'll just end up using them as stalling tactics. Plus, it's possible that we may probably just need to use one only. The only problem is that only one of them can be a swimmer, though. Yeah, that's the only problem. But that's the cost that comes with having need to clone first. Okay, now that we got the glider, now we can make him come down safely. Oh no, this guy is a floater, though. Yeah, so it's this guy who needs to get over. So, yeah, let's go ahead and build this bridge here. Yeah, and then let's go ahead and build this bridge over here. Yeah, so there's going to be some multitasking needed here. Okay, he's going to climb up this wall, but that is quite alright. Yeah, he's a floater, so he can come down safely. Okay, and then here I would need to build to turn him around. Or I could just use a walker. As a matter of fact, yeah, is it possible to... Yeah, it is. You just use one builder and then he turns around. Alrighty, build to turn him around. Build to turn him around. Alrighty, he's not gonna glide in there, is he? He will. Yikes. Now that's a problem. Yeah, this is a big problem then. Well, the only problem with this is that we will have to build these bridges first then. Oh, I see. Yeah, I see what that walker's for. Yeah, so we're gonna go back here and build. Yeah, have him turn around. Okay, we're gonna save him with a glider there. Okay, so because this guy is not a glider, yeah, he can go down here without any problems. I think now the only problem is that I need to build at the right distance so that when he starts gliding, then he can make it into this narrow corridor. Yeah, hopefully this is the right distance, but we'll see. Okay, and then we don't want to close off the gap, so now we just have him turn around with a walker. Yeah, now the rest of it should be what we did before. No, we do not want to close off this gap. See, there's a lot of things that can go wrong here if you're not careful. Yeah, wanted the glider to turn around. And then, yeah, we're gonna try and get up here. Yeah, these builder checks are pretty, like, weird and funky in new Lemmings. Sometimes they're able to connect like this easily, other times they would just simply stop short. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what determines that, actually. Okay, and then build to turn him around. And then I need to build to turn him around. Yeah, and then fingers crossed that this is the right distance. Ah, perfect. I did build at the right distance. Okay, but the only problem is that this guy isn't a swimmer though. So that's another problem I just thought up of. Wow. Like I said, there are plenty of things that could go wrong here. Yeah, because now I have no way of rescuing this guy once he gets up here. Oh, actually, no. This guy needs to be the swimmer. Yeah, this guy needs to go across. No. I've been doing it right. I'm just thinking about it incorrectly. No. What am I saying? Okay, give him a swimmer. Yeah, so that he can go down here. Okay, up. Yeah. Just want to get over with just one builder. Yeah, and we are almost home scot-free here. Okay. Forget the basher pickup and then swim across. And then get over here. Yeah, float down safely. Yeah, he in the meantime will go down here. And then he will take 3 more builders to get him where we want him to be. And as a matter of fact, no. Don't think it's necessary to build him, turn around with a builder. Yeah, this is fine. Yeah, he's stuck in this infinite loop for the time being. But that's okay, because we need a swimmer to get to here, which is this guy. Okay. Should be able to start turning around soon. Yeah, as a matter of fact, why don't we do it right now? Okay. Now that he's swimming across, now we can finally get to the button by bashing through this. Alrighty, this guy can just go to the exit freely, while this guy would take 2 more builders to get to safety. Alrighty, and that is finally it. Alrighty, I actually like this level, despite the fact that we need to build a lot here. This is a really nice puzzle that can really go wrong if you're not careful. There's just so many things that can trip you up here. And so that's why it is very important to think through this carefully, so that you can solve it. So in particular, knowing which skills that you need to get, and also making sure that you apply the right skills to the right lemming or the clone. Very nice one. I really like that one. Alright, and then the final level of the pack, which is the 12th and final iteration of the same level that has appeared twice per rank. Once first at the halfway point, and now for the final level. So I expected this, so therefore it was very easy to figure that this would be the final level. So this is Marthon 26 for Lemmings as usual, and we need to save everyone. Okay, now we are back to 2 entrances here. Yep, and as I thought, two of everything are 3 skill types. Okay, the other ones didn't take too long, and so I would think this wouldn't take too long either. Although here I admit that I was expecting a 1-minute time limit actually. But let's see here. Okay, well, I think it's very clear that nobody can use the bottom. I think that's clear. But how would the builders work though? Though I might be wrong about the no one being able to use the bottom. As I think here we just simply bash. Yeah, this might require some tricky timing though. At least what I'm thinking. So I'm basically thinking of having these guys use the bottom here. Yeah, climb up. Make sure they get past the builder first. Yeah, otherwise he'll block them from being able to climb up. And in particular, that was too early to start bashing. Okay. Hopefully this is the right timing, and hopefully he gets across before they fall back down. No, not quite. Almost though. So, I think what needs to end up happening is that he needs to build a little closer. Yeah, this way they won't have as much to fall back down. And also he turns around sooner too. Yep, this does it, and that's the pack. Alrighty. Very nice pack from start to finish here. Okay, and with that, it brings us back to the first level of the pack, which is Morning Walk 1. Okay, as I mentioned before, it was a very nice pack from start to finish. However, early in the Let's Play, there were 3 levels that I needed to solve again. Yeah, due to me having an outdated version of the pack. And so, I'm thinking of what I'm going to do here is that I'm just simply going to show off my solutions to those levels. Let me see if I can... Oh, yes. Morning Walk 1 is one of them. It's pretty much almost the same solution as before, except it's a 99 release rate. If I can find it, there it is. And go down to Morning Walk. Okay, and this would be the second replay that I want to use. Alrighty. So, first lemming will block. Okay, I wait for all the lemmings to turn around. Then with one of the last lemmings here... Okay, I ended up using the final one, I believe. Yeah, he will mine in such a way so that the miner tunnel is deep enough so that when the blocker is released, he will be able to turn back to the left. And then I just simply use a builder to stop the miner, and that's it. So almost the same solution as before, as the version that I played for this LP. Okay, so that's the solution for that one. And then, let me see if I can remember what other one was there. I believe the next one was 12. Yes, this one. Okay, so this one, Morning Walk 12, this is a significantly different version in that there are only 3 lemmings here. Whereas in the other version, I believe there were 20 lemmings. So here I felt that this one is a much harder level. Yeah, although the other one wasn't as, it wasn't like a complete walk in the park either. But even that one I felt was easier than this current one. Oh. Wrong replay, it seems. Oh, I chose Marthon. Yeah, this is the one I want. Alrighty. So we are faced with this extremely large water acid pool here. And so you're probably wondering, how in the world are we going to get them all across to the right safely? Well, here's how. At least this is one of many solutions, I believe. Yeah, this one ended up being more fiddly than it needed to be. So, first lemming that comes out, he becomes a swimmer. I build with the next lemming at the very edge of the diving board. Next lemming I block. Okay, and then this lemming that makes it over here after swimming across, he will build. And then I stretch out to this bridge and build again with this lemming. And then with this one, I turn him around with a walker. Okay, and then just before this lemming that I built high enough so that when you assign a jumper, he'll hit his head on the ceiling instead. I give him a jumper, followed with a glider. Okay, and the reason for the walker is this. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and stack, but it needs to be in such a way so that it's not high enough, so that the glider just simply goes past it. Yeah, and instead he ends up in the water, which he cannot survive since he's not a swimmer. So it pretty much has to be like a maximum of 2 bricks, I believe. Yeah, in order for him to be able to land. And then this guy would just simply climb and go to the exit. This guy will turn around and now give him a climber. Otherwise he'll just climb over the stack and then swim across in this infinite loop, I believe. I'm not sure if he's able to step up this, yeah, due to the builder staircase. And then finally I release this walker with a blocker with a walker, and then he's going to shimmy across this. No, I'm sorry. He's going to jump first, then we give him a shimmier, and then finally we cancel him with a walker when he is right above the stack. Yeah, this ends up right here. Yeah, this ends up being fine. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and go back to this. Yeah, basically the thing that determines whether or not the shimmer was spot is by this spot rooter here. He's basically below the magenta pink, hot pink line. At least his feet is. Yeah, because for a shimmer, it's determined by the feet. So since his feet is below the magenta hot pink line, yeah, he will survive this fall. Whereas if it was above, then he will splat instead. Okay, and then finally give him a climber, and then he goes to the exit. So yes, much harder than the version I played before. And as you can see, it displays my old record, which was 19. And so yes, it was indeed a 20 Lemmings version where you were allowed to lose 1. And then finally, one other level that needed a resolve was Morning Walk 15. This is almost the same solution as before, just some slight timing is needed, at least in my solution. This is 15, so second one here. Alright, so I just let the first lemming fall. The next lemming to come out, I give him a glider, so that he uses the updrafts to glide onto here. And then I build at the extreme edge here, and then at this point, after one more lemming gets released, I max out the release rate. And then with the glider that gets over here, I bash, so that we avoid this walker trap. And everyone else will be able to join the glider in here. Okay, the basher stops right here. And then I believe with the final lemming right here, yeah, I start building. And then I wait for the crowd to pass by again. And then with the glider, I complete the bridge so that we can get on top of this dome-like structure. Okay. And then here, this actually ended up being crucial. Oh, actually, no. No. Not this guy. It's this lemming. Yeah. This one, I give him a climber just to delay him a slight bit. And it turns out to be very important. And then here with the glider, I start building up. And then I make the next time it comes up, join them in building. This glider will drop onto the airdrops and then start gliding upwards and collect these glider pickups. And then as we get them, the pickups one by one, I start assigning the Lemmings gliders. Yeah, it's the only way to get to the exit. Okay, this next pickup was collected in time, so now these guys will come gliders at the right moment. And then this glider pickup is collected. So it may turn out that the climber was not necessary here, but I did it anyway because I think it just only slightly ended up failing. So now he becomes a glider, and he becomes a glider, and then finally this guy becomes a glider. So therefore, this floater is a complete red herring. As in Neo Lemmings, a lemming cannot be both a glider and a floater at the same time. Yeah, it just cannot happen. So yes, that was the last level that I needed resolving. So I just wanted to show off my solutions for them, since I was kind of in a dilemma after I updated to the most recent version of the pack, whether I wanted to tack on the resolved solutions to them at the point of the let's play that I was at, or if I just wanted to simply not bother with it. But in the end, I think I just simply decided to just show them off right after I finished the LP. So anyway, now I just want to give my thoughts on this pack. Well, I gotta say, this was a really, really good pack. Yeah, especially since a lot of these levels were very, very nicely designed. Lots of them have really nice background images. And a lot of these were very eye-pleasing to look at. So, it's been a joy to play this pack from start to finish. Although, I have to admit that I was constantly annoyed by how I was just being constantly stumped by even the lowest in the morning walk rank. So, I think even as I mentioned before in an early LP video, I mentioned that even after playing the first 4 levels of the pack, I said, no, no, no. There is no way that this pack is an easy, hard level pack. It's more of a medium hard one because, yeah, I was being stumped very badly. Yeah, with mini levels in the morning walk rank. Yeah, which, as you know, is the first rank of the pack. Yeah, at least when it came to the easy hard label, I was expecting levels that almost anyone would be able to solve in the first rank. But no, 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 no. After seeing the first 4 levels and them giving me problems to varying degrees, I said, no, 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 no. This is not a pack for beginners at all. But even then, a lot of the challenges in this pack were quite nice. Yeah, I definitely have a lot of favorites in here. Some of them for the puzzles, some of them for the design, um, some of them even for both. So morning rank, yes, it's definitely a harder than usual for a first rank for a pack. But there were plenty of good ones in here too. At least after a certain point, yeah. Then um, yeah, there were times when the sometimes they pick up again, but for the most part, at the beginning, it was pretty slow going, especially since I was stupidly stopped on the second level of the pack, and I was just bemused at how I was already stopped on just the second level of the pack. But again, I'm one of those players who doesn't intend to use CPM when solving. Yeah, as I figure it's a puzzle game, and basically you need to like figure things out as you go, rather than take the easy way out and use CPM to see where what's terrain, what's steel, what's what button, what's an exit, etc. Um, and in this way, I thought it was kind of fun, yeah, to do it this way, just because a lot of the custom tile sets in this pack are new. I never seen them before. I never played any lows in them before. So therefore, I say that was kind of fun, yeah, to explore these things and figure things out as you go. Like I said, it is a puzzle game, and yeah, as I love puzzle games, yeah, it's just all about figuring stuff out as you go. Um, but yeah, like I said, at the beginning of the rank, it was pretty slow going at first. Although first though, yeah, that one I managed to solve like within a minute, only to be completely stumped at the second low already. And then the rest of those, yeah, they just ended up. Some of them ended up taking longer than usual, but eventually I was able to figure them out and keep on going through the pack. Um, yeah, 8 will probably be the first one with a completed custom tile set that I've never seen before. One, I guess, in a way, is kind of one, except here I just look at it as a like a recoloring of the marble tile set. Um, Let me see if I can find some of those that I've liked in the morning walk rank. Um, yeah, 14. That was a pretty harder than usual level. Despite there being a lot of jumpers in there, you really have to think about how to use them properly. Yeah, there are also some repeats of some original Lemmings levels in here. Yeah, 17 is one of them. Where's the other one? There's another one somewhere. Unless I already skipped over it. There it is, 6. Yeah, this one is a pretty nice one. Especially with the 1 minute time limit being the main challenge here. But yeah, in a way, um, yeah, I would say that this wasn't a completely worthless repeat, just because this is a solution that probably most won't even think of using. Then again, it might be possible on the taxing version, but I'll have to check though. Okay, and then yeah, this was a pretty interesting custom tile set as well. Looks pretty nice. Uh oh, 20 was a pretty good one. Yeah, this one I was also surprisingly stumped on, but that's because I kept thinking of the solution the wrong way. Yeah, it's really nice with the way how you have to distribute the skills properly to save the middle hatch, to prevent any of them from falling off the bottom of the screen, and also making a climber friendly wall with a backwards miner. Yeah, I definitely use that trick before in a couple of solutions that I did with some lows when I'm solving. 21 was a nice one. 22 breeder level. 23, not too much of a fan of lows where you have to repeatedly spam the same skill, but this one was okay. This one was kind of in moderation, and it also surprisingly, I surprisingly struggled with it as well. But again, it's just me thinking of stuff the wrong way in that low. 24 was a very, very nice one. I really like this one, and along with the very, very nice background. Yeah, you're certainly like you have certainly gives you the feeling of being at the beach and stuff, having a relaxing day there. Okay, so 25. This was the one where I originally encountered it being impossible just because I had an outdated version, but this one's a pretty nice one. I might have made this harder on myself than I needed to, especially with the timing on the far right side to prevent infection by the zombie. Okay, and then came the fast walk. Yeah, the fast walk was, in my opinion, far easier than the morning walk rank. Yeah, solving times here were extremely fast for the most part. One was a pretty nice one to begin the rank. Those fighter plane jobs were pretty interesting, to say the least. And it is a very nice level, especially with the background. 2 was a very nice one. I especially love the custom object here of temporarily becoming a glider. Yeah, I thought that was really cool. Okay, 3 is complete breeder. 4 was also a breeder. 5 was a bit harder than the previous 2, but still not that much harder though. Okay, yes. So here, yeah, it has a repeat version in the Marthon rank. But this one is easy because you're allowed to lose 1 here. Okay, and so it actually turned out to have the exact same skill set. Okay, yeah, so it had the exact same skill set as the repeat. It's just that there's way more lemmings here, and you're allowed to lose 1. Although here, I think technically the repeat solution can also work. Although it just might be much harder to pull off because of how there's 13 lemmings instead. Or at least in my solution, it wouldn't work. The repeat solution, that is. 7, yeah, pretty nice level to look at, especially with the background. And green also happens to be my favorite color too. So because of that, the trees and the rock tiles that, when done properly, yeah, can be very pleasing to look at. Oh, 8 was a pretty good one. I really like that one. Yeah, it also managed to stop me for a bit, but it's a very nice one. 9, oh, way too easy, and I one-shotted that one for once in the pack. 10 was harder, but I think this one I ended up making harder on myself than I needed to. And also, I believe David said that it was a back route. 11 managed to stop me, but it's a pretty nice one. Okay, so yes, I was correct in that there were no diggers and builders in the repeat version. 12 was another easy one. I almost one-shot at that one. 14, yeah, that's a repeat of a level in the original Lemmings game. 15 is a very nice one. I really like that one. The design and also the solution is great too. 16, pretty much a breeder level for the most part. Especially since your prominent skill is the builder and almost nothing else. 17 is a repeat of Morning Walk 1. Definitely a lot harder, especially since you don't have a blocker this time. But for the most part, it almost ends up playing out the same. Just need to know how to use your skills in order to prevent anyone from walking out to the right. 18, pretty nice looking one. Or rather, pretty nice level here, and especially with the spooky background. It's probably like a reference to the Black Forest or something, which I believe is a location in France. Yeah, or at least I know of it. from the movie Beauty and the Beast: The Enchanted Christmas. Okay, 19, definitely not a worthless repeat. Certainly harder than the one found in the Mayhem rank. 20, breeder level. 21 was a pretty nice one. It was a bit difficult, but it's not too hard. 22, way too easy. Now 23, this was a very, very nice one. Really, really nice one that managed to stop me, but that's because I kept falling for things that don't even figure into the solution. But it's a very, very nice one. I really like this one. 24 was a pretty hard one. Yeah, it's not easy at all to figure out how to get up to this level, get up this level with the very limited amount of builders we have. 25 was okay. Beating the time limit here was pretty satisfying though. Okay, and then when we got to the running rank, yeah, then levels got harder again. So this one was a lot slower going than the second rank, and probably about the same amount of time I took with the first rank. So to start off, yeah, running one was a pretty difficult one. But here it's just pretty much all about analyzing each section and seeing which pickup skills will be useful. Yeah, and that basically determines the order in which you need to go about releasing the lemmings. Running two, yeah, this one managed to stop me, but it's a pretty nice one. This one I kept thinking that you needed to stop the second lemming from slipping by. Then they compared to the first one. Yeah, but it turns out that you're supposed to have him slip by. The only hard part here is just simply managing the crowd so that you get them all out on time before they start spawning due to the digger pit being too far. Yeah, and especially since you can only dig right underneath the entrance. It's not really possible to dig in any other way so that the lemmings coming out of the hatch will fall onto something first before going into the digger pit. 3. This one managed to stop me as well, but it's a really, really nice one. Yeah, really, really requires you to think about how to go about using your miners and also your builders. 4, breeder level. 5, pretty much nothing to it, just need to know where to build and where each teleporter leads to where. 6, yeah, there was absolutely no fooling me there. I instantly recognized that it was a nuke solution. So therefore, it was just 1 minute and done. 7, yeah, I'm consider this a semi-worthless repeat. Yeah, while it is different from the Mayhem version, I don't think this is worthy enough of a repeat to mirror its own version, though. Especially since yeah, this one is quite easy anyway. Yeah, the only hard part is just figuring out that you need to dig right on top of the right above the ramp, so that when you dig near the edge of the one-way wall, that no one is able to turn back to the right, and instead there's a tiny hole in which they can fall out to the left. 8, nothing too difficult about this one. Just I think the timing here is a bit difficult to stop anyone from splatting after getting the button. 9, breeder level. 10 was a really nice one. I really like that one. Okay, 11, yes. I saw David's replay for that one, and I definitely made it far harder on myself than I needed to. So it all just came down to super timing heavy, and quite fiddly solution. 12, breeder level. Ooh, 14. This was a really nice one. I really, really love this one. I think the only difficult part was just simply getting him up from the starting area, especially since I kept trying things, and for some very odd reason, the jumper wouldn't like attach himself to the wall. But it's a very nice one, though. Oh, 15 was another nice one as well. Yeah, this one also managed to stop me, but that's because I couldn't quite like visualize how to use the remaining tools to forge a solution. Yeah, it turns out that I was doing it correctly for the most part. Yeah, just I did the first part incorrectly by having the first lemming dig rather than the second one, because it's quite important that the lemming isn't a climber at first. 16 was a pretty difficult one, but it's a very, very nice level to look at. Yeah, I especially love the bridge in the middle. Um, Definitely the hardest part is just getting past this bridge. Yeah, that one took me quite a while to figure out. 17 was a nice one. Yeah, pretty easy though. 18 on the other hand was a pretty hard one. I don't remember what David said about my solution, but I think he said that there was one part of it that wasn't intended. Yeah, I can't quite remember what he said. 19, yeah, easy one. The only hard part is just simply finishing before time runs out. 20, nothing to this one either. I was also struggling to visualize how the solution should be going. Although, yeah, conceptually, the solution is easy. I just, yeah, had a hard time trying to figure out what needed to happen and which skills to use to achieve what you needed. 21, seen David's solution to this one. Yeah, I'm in disbelief that I actually missed that easier solution. 22 was a nice one. Um, the only level with a hidden exit, I believe he said. Um, so yes, just letting you know, I don't mind hidden exits just as long as you have some kind of visual clue as to their location. Although here, even though there isn't really any, um, it's still it's so easy to deduce where it is. Yeah, just because of the way the level is built and everything. 23 breeder level. Okay, so 24. Here's that repeat of Morning Walk 12, which I showed the solution to earlier. This one, yeah, this one's a pretty nice one. Maybe only slightly easier, but even then, the most difficult part is just timing the ending part. Yeah, at the right times to block to turn the builder around to get up from to the exit from below. 25 was a really, really nice one. I absolutely love this one. Um, for this one, I think there was one extreme precise assignment here with the digger, but after that, the rest of the solution is quite nice. And then 100 meters, same story as the running and the morning walk ranks. Yeah, this one had even harder levels. Yeah, I ended up really, really struggling with this one. And in the end, I found it a super, super precise solution. I also saw David's solution to this one. Yeah, a lot easier than the one I pulled off. To almost a breeder level, but it's still very difficult. Especially since you need to figure out how to use your constructor skills here wisely, as they run out super fast. 3 breeder level. 4, it's a nice one, but it's extreme. The timing is extremely difficult here. Yeah, I had to fiddle around with the RR a lot here in order to achieve what needed to be done. In particular, Bill needed to get up to this hanging torch like structure, and also making sure that no one is nearby to bridge to the exit, and also to prevent anyone from walking into the trap. 5 was a really nice one. Yeah, it's certainly a difficult one, but I really, really like that one. I especially love the trick with the shimmer bombing. That's really, really nice. And this certainly requires a lot of thought to figure out how to release the both neutral groups. Really, really nicely done here. 6 was a difficult one. I ended up struggling with this one. Though I think mine solution is not intended, as David said. It is extremely funky with what happens with how I built to the very top, and Lemmings don't even die to the needles trap. So I think it just simply required a lot of precision in order to prevent that from happening. 7 breeder level. 8 was kind of breeder level as well. Although, yeah, it's still difficult considering the huge amount of gaps that we need to build through, and also just the wide size of the level. 9, it's almost a breeder level. It's just very difficult to navigate through the fiddly terrain. 10 was a pretty nice one. I really like this one. Just using the up drops, yeah, on the far right side, and yeah, just punching a hole in the wall with a bomber, and then building and to get up and also to release the left hatch. That was pretty nice. 11, pretty much a breeder low here. Only the hard part was the beginning. Now 12, this was a really nice one. I absolutely loved this one. Yeah, it's very clever how with using a stoner and then building your way up to get to the button at the top here, and then using a digger through the staircase to drop just before the wall leading up to the exit, and then bombing it away so that they can step up. Very nicely done there. 14, pretty nicely done with the especially with the background, and an entire level made of steel. Only difficult part is just simply getting up here, yeah, so that you can get to the button on the left side. 15 was a pretty nice one. Yeah, I really love seeing the solution in action here and just seeing the worker lemmings making it into the exit just in time before time runs out. This one I kind of was a dummy as well because yeah, I just kept trying things that wouldn't work, and then eventually I said, "Oh, wait a minute, you're supposed to plug up the gap, yeah, on the left side." 16, pretty much a breeder level. It's still not very easy though, but like for the most part, it's like easier than some of the other levels around it. 17, nothing too difficult about this one either. I just simply made it harder on myself than I needed to, and just kept trying things that wouldn't work at the beginning. 18 was a pretty good one. I especially love how you need to use the raised area to platform across at the bashing so that he doesn't turn around. Because if he does, then you'll end up running out of time. 19 was a difficult one, but it's especially a nice one. Yeah, I really love the solution here. Yeah, the getting both climbers up on the left side, that was very nice. Yeah, and the thing that I was completely missing that prevented me from solving the low. The most difficult part was just me trying to figure out the one-way wall part. 20 is another nice one as well. Um, Pretty much the only hard part here is just the beginning part. Just trying to get up as high as possible on the column and then building to get up the wall to get to the button. I really love the mining and then cloning to make the fall shorter to survive. 21, yeah, it's not a difficult one, but it's still challenging. Um, just the hardest part is just simply figuring out how to get up and over the exit just to get to the other side to free the crowd. 22 was a really nice one. It was a difficult one that managed to stop me at first, but here I ended up making my life somewhat harder than it needed to be. Watched David's solution to it, and yeah, his is a lot easier. 23, almost like a complete breeder here. Nothing too difficult here. Just need to realize that you can build through a wall that's thin enough to leave a step for everyone for Lemmings about to land on. Blue Lagoon, yeah, nothing too hard about this one either. Just need to get the timing correct. 25, super tight on time here. Yeah, pretty much mostly figured out. Just needed to finish on time. Here, I remember having a digger dig a pixel too late, and I still ran out of time. But when I did a pixel earlier, then I ended up finishing on time. So I'm still very confused about that. And then we get to the 400 meters rank. Yeah, so even 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 harder lows here as well. One was my favorite just because it features Tinkerbell, and she's one of many of my favorite Disney characters. It is a bit difficult though. But then again, I kind of did some. My solution is kind of fiddly for this one. Two very nicely designed low to look at. A difficult one too, but still a pretty nice one. 3 breeder low completely. 4 made it harder for myself than I needed to. It actually turned out to be a lot easier than it looks. 5 is a difficult one, but it's especially a nice one. I absolutely love the solution here. The thing that I just couldn't wrap my head around is just how to save that blocker and also the lemming that frees them. So it turns out that I was simply going about it the wrong way. 6, yeah, it's a repeat of an earlier level. Yeah, but instead of taking the top route, you have to take the bottom. David said it was a back route, so I believe he said that he was going to take away a digger, which isn't really needed in tennis solution, he said. 7, I think he said that this was also a back route. So, especially since I didn't quite use the custom objects here, that seem to be like teleporters or something. And he said there is a solution to the bottom. 8, breeder level. 9 was a really good one. It's a difficult one, but it's a especially good one. I absolutely love the solution here. Basically, the hardest part here is just simply uh, figuring out the timing. It basically has to be in such a way so that uh, you make the builder staircase here for the climber down here to come up and then use it to shimmy across to the right side. And basically then dig through the staircase so as to delay the lemming even more so that he doesn't quite glide onto this place too soon. As then he'll just climb up and then fall off the side of the level there. Very, very nice one. Also, the other hard part is figuring out the right side, how to recover after he gets the button. 10, almost a breeder level here. Just need to figure out how to use your builders wisely. 11 was a pretty nice one. Yeah, I especially love the beginning of containing the crowd into the small pit to the left of the entrance. 12 breeder low. 14 was a difficult one, but it's a pretty nice one. Especially great to look at. Pretty interesting exit, though. Yeah, that seems to be a signpost with like an exclamation mark on it. Uh, one of the assignments in here was pixel precise, but knowing myself, there's probably easier solutions. 15 was a nice one. Nothing too difficult about this one. 16 was a very nice one to look at. Definitely a pretty low. 17, I absolutely love the design here. Yeah, very spooky looking, but it's really, really nice. And especially with the moving clouds in the background. That really, really give it an ominous, creepy atmosphere feeling to it. But even then, yeah, it's pretty much a breeder low as well. 18, I absolutely love this one. Yeah, I love how the climber needs to get back up again after doing some work on the right side. 19, yeah, almost a complete breeder. Yeah, I was just really dumb at the beginning as to how to contain the crowd. I kept trying to use a basher, but it's much easier to use a miner than seal it up with a builder. 20, I especially like this one. Yeah, beginning definitely reminded me of poor weak creatures, especially with the structure almost looking like it too. And here you are able to glide and then bomb to leave a hole to start building and save the crowd from splatting. Pretty much had to do it at the right place though, so as to temporarily contain the crowd between this post and the one-way wall. Bonbons, that was a pretty difficult one. Um, Constructor skills are extremely limited here, and so it's not really obvious at all which route to take. Although with the destructor skills, how you only have one bash and one miner, it kind of points you in the right direction in a way. But even then, it still took me a while to figure out how to go about it and avoid the wall slash obstacles so that you don't unnecessarily use them. Oh, I really like 22. That was a really good one. I especially love how you need to make a kink in the wall with a miner here so that after getting this button down here, then you can climb back up. And also mining here in such a way so that you can shimmy over the exit and then jump over it from the other side to mine the crowd off. Very, very nicely done. 23, harder than I thought it'd be. I ended up using a just race the crowd, yeah, by platforming over the water gap before anyone can falter. 24, very, very nice one. Yeah, absolutely love the solution here. Definitely made me wonder, how am I going to recover after getting this bottom button? Here, yeah, like I said, I pointed out the problem of, yeah, the fish statue, it's a trap in some levels, and here it's a solid object here. Yeah, I would definitely advise being consistent with it. If you choose to make it a trap, then just keep it as a trap, rather than switch between a trap and a solid object. Well, not solid object, but like a solid terrain. 25 was, it's not like an extremely hard one, but rather I simply overthought the solution here. Here I kept thinking that we had to go along the bottom, and if we did that, then we had to like dispose of the zombies in some way. But other than that, this one is a pretty nice level, pretty nicely designed one. And then that brings us to the final rank of Marathon. Prince of Persia, yeah, this I was informed was a tile set made by Proxima, another longtime forum member. I just think it's really cool that David made a recreation of a level from the game into a Lemmings level. Here, my complaint here is just how it's quite difficult to tell how the Lemmings will navigate through the terrain. It's almost as if playing the level in 3D as well. But again, I never played a level in this style set before, so therefore I'm definitely not used to it yet. It is pretty interesting how he used retractable floors as buttons, though. Yeah, and I certainly was wondering what that clinking noise was. Um, the sharp teeth traps on both the top and bottom. Yeah, that definitely took me by surprise, and it's definitely one of the goriest traps that I've ever seen. Kind of grossed me out a bit. Aqualand, yeah, that one ended up being harder than I thought it'd be. Just needed to get the timing correct, and also a lot of things where I was caught unprepared. Um, and then 3, yeah, it's a repeat of an earlier level. So here, as you can see, we have diggers and builders this time, but we also have less of each skill as well. So instead of 5, there's only 3. But interestingly enough, this one didn't take me as long as the original one. 4 is a pretty nice one. Um, Here I had the wrong idea of using 3 worker lemmings, when instead you could just use 2. It's a very, very nice one though. Although it's still a challenge, yeah, especially with the very, very limited skill set. And even the platforms run out extremely quickly. And I ended up using all of them too. 5, this one I probably made harder on myself than I needed to. It is a pretty nice level to look at though. 6, yeah, this one ended up being difficult. It's definitely a difficult repeat. But luckily I kind of figured out the far right side very quickly. By you don't use the builders and platforms, you use jumpers to get to the button and back. And then I think I probably could have made the beginning a little easier, so that releasing the crowd would be easier in the end. 7, yeah, not really too, not really worth of a repeat, I guess. I mean, I think you technically could do it as well on the repeat version in the original Lemmings. Although I don't remember if you have a digger or not. Yeah, I think you do have bombers though, which you can use. And then 8. Oh, 8 was a pretty nice one. It was a difficult one, but it's a very, very nice one. Yeah, just figuring out how to get through the terrain with a very, very limited skill set, and also making sure that you don't have gliders get trapped at the top. 9, pretty much a reader level. That's especially cool with using the sun as a trap, though. Only hard part is just simply timing it so that you get the bomber pickup. 10 was a pretty nice one. Yeah, that managed to stomp me for a while. But that's because I went about the right side the wrong way. And I kept trying to get the Lemmy to hoist himself up by using a digger, when in fact it's supposed to be a basher that needs to be used. Here I ended up with a walker left over, but I can see where the walker is needed though. Yeah, just to simply stop the platform and have him turn around after he's done. But I figured out the shimmy part pretty quickly though. 11 breeder level. I'm not sure what the level is supposed to represent though. Like what is that? What is that thing shown? What that is? 12 difficult one, but I probably just simply overthought the solution here as well. Yeah, it's obvious that you need to go through the bottom since it is impossible to get up at all in this level. You don't have any climbers, you don't have any builders, so therefore going up is impossible. So just with that skill set alone, yeah, it makes the solution more obvious, I guess. Halloween, that's a pretty nice way to represent a load that could represent uh, that special occasion. Here, most certainly, the difficult part was just trying to get you to the level without being infected. Turns out that I was going about it the wrong way, and that you could just simply avoid the first gap. At least, like building over it at first, yeah, and that way you dispose of zombies that way. Pretty much, it just comes down to like a lot of timing stuff. But fortunately, you do have some skills to help you with it in case you are too early, for example. 15, yeah, can be a bit difficult, but really the only hard part is just getting someone down here to make a safe fall for them. Uh, it seems that it is only fatal by just a single pixel. Now 16, this one ended up taking me far longer than I thought it would. So yes, it looks like it is the exact same skill set. Yeah, the only difference here is that you have far less lemmings. And maybe the zombies here are more evenly distributed than in the original, but I'm not sure though. 17 was a pretty nice one. Yeah, it was a difficult one that managed to stop me for a while, but I really liked the solution in the end. Seems that the glider pickup is a red herring here. 18 is a pretty nice one to look at, and it's certainly a difficult one. Um, but again, just the fact that I didn't use CPM, it just made my life harder than it needed to be. But again, I'm one of those people who rather use the explore and figure things out as you go, rather than take the easy way out. 19, almost a breeder level. Just a lot of building needs to be done, and also you need to figure out the best way to go about it. As even with the huge amount of builders, they run out very fast. Especially since you need to build a lot and to get extremely high, and to get very far horizontally. 20 is a good one, except I'm just not a fan of how like there's like no easy way to tell where things are because there are some hidden things in here. Yeah, so I'm pretty much with Icho here. Yeah, in general, do not hide things. Yeah, unless you put a visual indicator as to where things are. Now there were things in here to indicate where the hidden stuff are, but they can easily be mistook for just decoration or just a natural part of the terrain. So if anything, yeah, it can certainly be a lot better by making it more obvious where the things are. But for the most part, it's kind of a breather just because of how there's only one lemming that you need to worry about. With 21, yeah, this one was pretty much a breather low. Nothing too difficult about this one. 22 was a difficult one, but it's a very nice one though. Just figuring out the bridging sections and just how to get the basher pick up at the end. That that I would say was the hardest part, but it's a pretty nice level though. Very nice challenge. 23 was a pretty nice one. Beating the clock here was very satisfying and very nice trick of bashing, and then the next time it comes up being a stoner so that the basher can continue. That's the only hard part of the level, but it's a very nice one. 24 was harder than I thought it'd be, but that's because I just simply kept going things the wrong way. Um, it is very clever to use a climber to get high enough and then bomb so that you get more height than you normally would with just builders. 25, yeah, nothing to it, especially since you only have builders to work with for the most part, And then, like I said, it's a really, really nice puzzle. I absolutely like it, especially when you have to figure out how to correctly assign the skills. And sorry about that. Yeah, my car alarm just happened to unexpectedly go off. Um, yes, you just need to figure out how to correctly apply the skills, and which skills to get to, and where to apply them. So definitely a lot of things can go wrong if you're not careful here. And I definitely fell for a lot of things here. But for the most part, it's not like an extremely difficult level by any means. Yeah, and then 26 to finish off the pack. Yeah, it's just the 12th iteration of the same level that appears twice in each rank. First at the halfway point, and then as the final level of the rank. So yes, those are my thoughts on the Lemmings Have Grown pack. Like I said, it was an amazing pack from start to finish. Lots of very nice levels to look at, and some of them with really nice puzzles on top of it too. I absolutely enjoyed it, and um, I definitely hope to see more content from David in the future if he decides to make more. Um, so yes, I can gladly say that this is another LP that I managed to finish. And so with this, since I'm in a way I'm kind of burnt out from the difficult challenges in here, but all in all, much satisfaction from beating this entire pack from start to finish. Um, so I'm probably just going to do that, and possibly just like maybe just finish up some stuff with some of the contest stuff that's going on in the forums right now. Um, so yes, with this, I hope you enjoyed this let's play on this pack, and I will see you all for the next one. Whenever I decide which pack I'm going to LP next, which I have not decided yet, by the way. Yeah, I need some time to think about it. So yes, I'll see you all for the next one, and I hope you guys all have a great day.